Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, to the Collectors Table Live. Welcome, everybody. Shane, Todd, Astro, and Trey, thanks for coming tonight. How you guys feeling?
Good.
Feeling,
man.
feeling great.
Good.
Feeling great.
Everything's good.
Ready.
Very nice. Very nice. So we're gonna have a good show today, guys. We got a couple things we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about some stuff that we got coming in. We got this awesome alien statue, alien Hive warrior statue from Todd from Spec Fiction. So much appreciate that, Todd, for sending that to me.
Of course.
And we're going to go through some questions with Todd today. We're just going to ask him some questions that we think that you guys in the community would want to kind of talk about, or maybe things that you may want to know. And we're going to go through some pictures, and we got some projects going on. And then we got some giveaway stuff going on. So we got some good stuff in the lineup. How about you guys? Shane, what you got going on, buddy?
Other than doing the shows, really not too much, man. Just having a few drinks.
Yep. I think my drink's coming soon.
Waiting for a few pieces to come in. A couple of them from the Todd father, and a few pieces coming up for PO with Azursi. They should have their Shockwave reveal by next month, I believe.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Do you talk to Azursi?
I do.
Okay.
They've been MIA for a few weeks now since Chinese New Year. But before that, they were pretty responsive. I talked to them once a month, just asking for updates. And they said after Chinese New Year, Shockwave should be full reveal. So they haven't got back to me yet.
Cool.
And Todd, what's up with you, man? What's new?
I got this production piece of Vera, which is a statue like I produced with the Franco Carlissimo sculpted it. So I got that recently. So I was taking some pictures of it today. It's going to come out soon. Other than that, the gallery is going to open. We're just like working on it nonstop, but it's going to open in probably around middle of May at this point.
Very nice.
So I mean, that's pretty much it.
Congrats.
It's a lot to do, but yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Todd, I know we talked a little bit about it in the chat. We were chatting back and forth. I plan on going out to your gallery. We're thinking maybe sometime in, you said May?
Yeah, well, so they said that construction should be done by end of April. So I would say
tentatively.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Things could arise. I don't know. I don't want to like say for sure, So, but they did say, that's a good kind of optimistic timeline. And then, so if we do finish in April, then we can have a grand opening middle of May, end of May, something like that.
Sure. Okay, so we'll just say tentative for now, guys. For anybody that's in the area, I'm sure they're probably going to want to come check it out.
For sure. And we'll let everyone know, everyone's invited.
Yeah.
Whoever can
The
come.
good news is I have some family in California, so I'll probably just do
a
little twofer there. So.
In Southern California or where?
Well, my son lives in Palm Springs. So
that's
I don't know how far. 2 hours. Is that 2 hours from you?
Yep.
It's not too bad.
Definitely doable then.
Cool. Very cool.
Astro, what you got going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Waiting on Satana to still ship. Actually, the funny thing is the last statue I got in a few months ago was Thanos from Queen Studios. Not Thanos, I'm sorry. Darkseid from Queen Studios, and I actually got it from Todd. So there's
Thank
that.
you.
There you go.
Thanks a lot. How do you like that? I mean, I think it kind of flew under the radar, but what do you think? Do you like it?
That piece is wonderful.
Okay.
It's done very well. I love the texture. I love the paint app. The base with Steppenwolf's head has a lot of it's like a glossy because it's like kind of blood and stuff. So I think they did a good job, and I agree that I think it went under the radar, but it's a good statue.
Very cool. Cool. I thought it was cool, but yeah, just not a lot of people posting about it is what I'll say. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
Very nice. And Trey, what you got going on, buddy?
Yeah, man. Always after the LBS statues, so sprinkled with some PCS now. But I'm looking forward, man, to the that new Iron Man whenever it comes out. Of course, Thanos, um, Venom, and Wolverine. Man, I know we've got some stuff on Wolverine's been, some pictures have been trickling out, and same way with Venom. So I'm getting beyond excited about that. Beyond excited.
Very nice. We're actually going to talk about some LBS stuff tonight. So that'll be kind of cool to go through that. And let me share what I got coming in. This is going to be something that I ordered. Actually, I pre-ordered this with Todd. And I'm kind of looking forward to this thing when it's released. The Venom Arise. So
It's
I
tall.
don't know if you guys,
It's
yeah.
tall.
It's tall. It's tall.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, it looks big. Pause.
Yeah.
I feel like there was like the community was pretty split on this one.
Mhm.
Some people loved it. Some people didn't like it.
Yeah.
I like the first Venom by XM I think is really awesome. This one looks awesome too.
Yeah.
The first Venom from XM is still my favorite Venom on the market, even with all the customs and everything.
Even customs too is
Yeah,
your favorite one.
It's the one I have. It's the one I love the most.
Okay, I think it's awesome too. I absolutely love it. When I got it in hand and I put it on display, I was like, damn,
It's
that's
huge.
Pretty good.
It's got so much presence. I love it.
It's huge.
Dynamic.
It's huge.
It's great.
It's huge.
This one was so hard for me not to get. Now, one of the main reasons I love it, but Todd, you had a payment plan on here that was so crazy low that it almost like made you not be unable to get it. I mean, I think it was like $50 something a month. I was like, man, I need to just do it, but I was waiting for the LBS one.
Right. Do you mainly collect 1/3? Do you mainly collect 1/3?
I try.
Yeah.
I tried to keep to that conviction.
Yeah. I hear you.
Let's say hi to some of these guys that just trickled in. So Edwin, what's going on? Real good supporter of the community. Thanks for coming, Edwin. Anthony Kennedy, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining us. What else we got in here? Mitchell or Michelle? Michelle. What's going on? Duck Rogers.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
There's
All
not going to
things
be any women in here. I doubt it.
Yeah. All Things Gaming, what's up? And of course we got Trey in there. What's going on? Duck Rogers. Very curious if LBS Wolverine is going to have Animanium and Bone Claw switch out options.
It is. I believe it is.
Nice. Yeah, so my thought process on this Venom was I don't have like I got the sideshow Venom, but I wanted something that was like a lot more detailed.
Yeah.
And I wanted something that was like just a little bit like a elevated. And I didn't have any of the old school Venoms. Like I had a collection before I was moving. I sold my collection. Now I'm getting it back into my collection and kind of building it back up. So I thought that this would be a good addition. I'll probably end up selling my sideshow Venom, but
yeah, I mean, I think it's they have XM has their first Venom is like not super textured, symbiote, but it's a little, I guess it's a little more plain in a sense. Yeah. Some people like that more. And then this one is the textured Venom, which again, I feel like the whole community is split on which Venom they like more as well, so this is kind of, you have both of their Venoms I think are great, but yeah, it's like, it depends on the collector, honestly.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like the symbiote kind of crawling around and stuff. They like more of that clean look. So yeah, you get a very split, like if you like it more clean or more symbiote crawling all over kind of look.
Exactly.
Rashid.
But I got this coming.
Oh, really? Nice. That's what's up.
Yeah, I got this. It got delayed, so it should be here in a couple months. But I can't wait for this thing, man. I love the show.
What scale?
This is quarter scale.
Wow, I had no idea you were collecting this. Is this your only piece of line? or you
No.
got
No.
Well,
saw
remember,
Jon
I
Snow
got
in the background.
I got the Jon Snow back there.
Fuck, that's right, Jon
yeah.
Snow.
So I'm gonna
Shit, the
pair him
mead's
up.
already kicking in, boys.
It's all good.
All
man.
right.
It's all good. Let it kick in. Actually,
Cheers.
I just got my little bit of wine.
All right.
There you go.
I got this glass
Right.
from like when I closed on my house. They gave me like this glass with our initial on it, so I thought it was kind of cool. So I keep it for special occasions.
That's nice.
You got to get a collector's table glass to drink from during
I
shows.
know that's a good idea, man.
Yeah.
Or a Spec Fiction mug.
Spec
Ooh,
Fiction
I
mug.
gotta make
That's
some
true.
more merch. I gotta make some more merch, man.
I know how to plug, baby.
A lot of people buying that merch, man. A lot of people
What?
into buying like the shirts and the merch and stuff like that.
For sure. And everyone asks about hats and stuff like that. So I gotta make hats and mugs and all that stuff.
A hat.
God, if someone spends
black
like
hat would be cool.
$10,000 at your store, you should give them like some free swag, like a cup or a shirt or something.
I give shirts out all the time. Honestly.
Yeah,
Really?
me and
I
Astro need a
must-
Spec Fiction hat. Me and
must-
If
Astro
you want
need
a,
a
if you want a
Spec Fiction hat.
shirt, I'll
course.
send you one.
I love swag. I'm a swag whore.
Just give me your address. I'll make a hat too. I'm gonna make a hat. It's gonna happen. It's just I'm trying to figure out if I should do like the print on demand thing or like just make, I feel like the print on demand is kind of not the best quality. So I'm thinking of just doing like having someone actually embroider the logo in, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
No,
No.
It's all good.
but yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I got this coming
That's a
in.
cool piece. Did you get the
Yeah.
deluxe one with the zombies?
Oh hell yeah!
Rounding?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
That's bad. Those eyes are crazy, actually.
I'm sure everybody saw it by now. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm about to spoil it, but I just hated. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say how he died, but I just hated the way he died, man. The Night King. I was like, man, that was stupid.
I mean,
but I
the
liked him as a
majority of-
character.
It was years ago.
Yeah,
You get
I mean,
to-
but that scene is badass. That scene is badass,
Yeah.
But yeah, the end of the last season sucks. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not good.
That last season is a steaming pile of dick.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting.
Especially that last episode. Like, come on, you're gonna do Jon Snow like that? Come on.
It's upsetting, man.
I know, man.
It's
I know.
pretty bad.
I mean, that's what you get for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Should have stayed with the hot chick, banged her, and ruled the world. Problem solved.
Yeah. Problem solved. But I got this coming in too. Is the Ahab Predator from Prime 1.
That's
Nice.
crazy.
Nice.
You guys know I love my Predators. So
I have to call you
And,
the Predator collector.
yeah, wait till you see the other guy that I'm going to show the pictures. Borrega is his last name, I think. I got to look up his name again. I'm sorry if I messed that up, man, if you're watching on the chat. But I'll tell you in a second. But
Is that
yeah,
Jose?
no, it's what's his God,
Leo?
let me look it up now because now I feel bad that I messed up his name.
What's your favorite Predator, Adam?
I would just say the Jungle Hunter Predator, like the first one, is probably my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
That and Berserk, Berserker Predator or Berserk Predator.
Berserk's nice. Fuck, they're all cool.
I know, right?
They're all really, really cool. Yes.
I'm glad I don't collect Predator because fucking A, man.
His name is Jason. I'm sorry, Jason. Jason Borrega.
Oh,
Borrego.
Oh, okay. I
Jason
know.
Borrego.
yeah, he's known.
Yeah.
As known. Yeah.
Yeah. Real good guy. He messaged me earlier and he was like, man, I saw your review on the new Jungle Hunter Predator, the 3rd scale. I don't know if you guys watched that review, but took me a long time to film it. There's just so much crap to that statue, but it's so awesome. And I really enjoyed it. So anyway, yeah, that's what I got going on. That's what I got on pre-order. Let's just go ahead and jump straight into this live unboxing. And if it's okay with you, Todd, we got some questions that's ready for you.
I'm ready.
So we'll let Trey ask away.
Yeah.
Trey, floor is yours.
Let's go.
Got a lot of questions for the great Todd father.
You're in the
All
hot
right.
seat now, Todd.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're looking for breaking news.
Okay.
All right. And I'll just ask some that I know people want to know. So first and foremost, what have been the hottest pre-orders lately? What have you seen, like maybe in the last month or two?
Okay, hottest pre-orders.
Great question.
I would say, okay, like in the last week, the X-Force Wolverine's been pretty good. The Assassin's Creed by Pure Arts. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I'm not familiar with the statue or the scene that the statue depicts, but it's sold really well. And generally, at least for us, the Assassin's Creed stuff doesn't sell super well for us at least. But yeah, that one. Venom Hulk has been pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everyone kind of knows. I don't know. People love Venom. Anything. Venom.
He's cool as
Venom,
fuck.
whatever. Yeah. Like, well, no, people love like Venomized whatever, a random any character Venomized, they'll be like into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's cool. Darth Vader on Throne, Iron Studios, very, very hot. You know?
That piece isn't getting the love it deserves, I find. A lot of people don't like it or don't know about it. I think it looks great.
People don't like it, huh?
Well, I know a few Star Wars. I mean, the reason I don't like it, it was a huge miss being mixed media on a cape. You don't have to worry about the weight. You don't have to worry about posing it. There's no reason it's not fully sculpted. That's a cop-out. That's bullshit. Other than that, I think the piece looks great.
You know, I agree. I like a sculpted cape for sure. However, it doesn't bother me as much on this throne piece. I agree. It would be it should be a sculpted.
I can't understand why they didn't just make it sculpted and all one piece and sit him on the throne. It's
got to be engineering or something because the box. I mean, it could also be box size. You know,
could be. I mean, they did it with Magneto though, XM a long time ago.
Oh, I agree. I know. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know. I agree with you. I'm saying there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason why they did.
I would assume, yeah.
I wish I knew, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that one's people still like it, you know. Because I mean, it is a cool Darth Vader quarter scale on throne, whatever. And that's not, I mean, in our Aragorn is also people love it. People love that statue. Or not statue, figure. So I guess that's not.
What about XM Spider-Man transformation or whatever they're calling it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That went up. Well, we put it up for early pre-order a few like maybe a few months ago now. But yeah, that's people love that statue. And yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome. Do you like it? Did you?
Yeah, I think it looks good. I think Venom's face looks a little off. And I heard they are going to put the symbol, the spider symbol, down on Spider-Man's abdomen more. If they do that, I saw someone did a little Photoshop with that. I think it looks great. But overall, I think that piece is awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I love it, and they can prove it. It's still not up for like official order anyway. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was.
No. That's definitely pre-order.
Are you guys breaking up a little bit, or can you hear me fine?
I just assumed it was me. Is it Todd breaking up?
Nah, I think Todd's breaking up a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay. I don't know.
It's okay. I just didn't know if you knew.
I didn't. I didn't.
Again, I thought it was me. Like when I had to reset.
Are you guys
for the show?
Trey and Asher, are you guys? Can you guys hear me? Okay.
You were breaking up. Now we can. It was breaking up, but I thought it was just me as well. So.
Okay. Well, if I do, I'll restart. Just let me know. Let me know.
To get its thing.
Oh wow!
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Wow,
buddy, that's nice.
Wow.
And supposedly,
huge.
I think the eggs glow or something.
No way.
Like glow in the dark paint?
I think it's glow in the dark or black light. It says it online.
Okay.
I think so.
Fuck, that's sick.
I don't know what's underneath there. Let's see what's underneath the base. Just the plain base under there.
Always makes me nervous when you lift up your pieces like that.
Makes me nervous every day, Shane.
I'll move forward with the next question.
Muscles, yeah, right. You should see me in real life.
Go for it. Yeah.
If you want to know, in real life, I'm only like 5'8", 5'9". I'm not a tall dude.
So what do you anticipate being some of the more sought after pre-orders coming up, say in the next month or two that haven't released yet? Do you have any that you're having to kind of
Uh,
get more stock on, or you're anticipating you're going to have to get more stock on?
you mean that have not gone up for pre-order yet,
Yeah,
or that are gonna go up for pre-order? Okay.
that are going to go up for it, or just that you're anticipating, say the next month or two, that you think, wow, I got to get
Okay.
prepared for this one.
I think that the XM Galvatron will be probably pretty popular. I would assume.
Okay.
This Mecha Godzilla from Uman Studio, like I think that's going to be actually pretty popular. Because I mean, we have like the RSVPs on our website, so you look at those and you kind of see, okay, who's interested. Like that one surprised me, the Mecha Godzilla, but it seems like it's going to be pretty crazy. Wonder Woman from XM also will be crazy. Mr. Sinister is not going to do that good, I don't think. Sorry.
Really? Wow.
Oh, the Queen Studios Joker, the Arthur Fleck one. It was kind of showed like maybe 4 months ago or something. That one I think is going to be pretty crazy. But there's not. I mean, like this year so far seems a little slower in regards to like what people are showing, what companies are putting out so far, at least.
Okay.
But I'm just right now looking at these, looking at like what's coming soon on my website. Oh, Infinity Studios, Superman bust is probably looking to be like a big hit as well. So I'd say like those are kind of the biggest ones. I mean, there's also the Legendary Beast Iron Man. Also, all the Legendary Beast stuff has a lot of RSVPs for sure. So
Okay.
yeah.
Anthony Kennedy's. I'm an old school Venom fan, clean with no tongue. Okay, cool.
I prefer that one as well. But again, like I said, like the community is like split in regards to Venom. I feel like some people like the textured Venom.
Some people like tongue, some don't.
Pause.
All right, so Doug Rogers, what are you guys talking about? They never finished Game of Thrones. The whole production got shut down and never returned after season 6.
I wish that was true.
I wish it was true as well.
Yeah. Shane, can you see the comments while I do this, or?
I can. I just wasn't throwing them up because Trey's asking the questions. But
Oh no,
I
that's
can.
fine. That's fine. Just in between, if you can.
Sure.
Yeah, just cut it on me. So following up with what you just said right there,
Sorry,
what you just said right there, Todd.
Yeah.
Not seeing as many coming out so far this year. Do you think there's going to be more, or do you think there's going to be less statues coming out as a whole from the major companies?
I think this year will be slower. I do. I definitely do. Just because, the world is slower right now. Everyone's kind of like economy wise, like what's going on. You know what I mean? It's like good one day, bad the next. So I think, I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. So, yeah. I think we'll see in the next year, the statue companies just be a little more like frugal and not just be, pumping stuff out like they in the past couple of years. So,
you think they're going to be looking more for like big hits instead of taking chances, or what do you think?
I do think less chances. They will take less chances. I really do. Again, obviously, you have like the sure things, which are like Batman, like Prime 1. Like, I will say like Prime 1 Batman, Batman on Throne, like in the Batcave. That's another one that people are like really, really ready for. So there's that one.
The tactical Batman?
Is that the one where he's on the throne? Like with the outfit?
Tactical Batman on throne with all the light up screens?
Yeah, that's tactical.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was tactical Batman. But
yeah, that's what they call it.
Okay, yeah. People are, seem excited, very excited for that one as well. So yeah. But this is just my opinion. I don't know. It could be completely. I could be completely wrong. But yeah.
I got a quick question for you, Todd, from Duck Rogers. If you know anyone at Hex Collectibles, can you ask them to change their Madara portrait? Anime collectors would appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. What do you want to change to? Do you want to? What am I supposed to say to them?
I don't even know what the
could.
fuck that is, but
It's an anime character.
Naruto. Yeah, I think we saw.
Naruto.
We looked at it last week. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want to look at it right now. Actually, the quarter scale. I think they're referring to because they already So I'd like to know what's Hey, PM me and tell me what's wrong with the portrait so I can give them feedback. Because I talk to them every now and again. I mean, his hair is covering most of his face. I guess it's. I don't know. I'm not a huge Naruto guy, so I don't know. I'm sorry, but yeah, I will. Just let me know how to change it, and I'll talk to him. All right.
Okay. I'll go with the next question. Really based on kind of what you were saying just a second ago. But as far as like I want to ask this first. Do you think that the 1/3 market will continue to expand, or do you think it'll contract based on pricing, shipping, and demand? What do you think?
You kind of just said what I think in regard. So if prices keep going up, no, it will. People will look to other scales to save money because now you have quarter scales. Quarter scales are the same price as what 1/3 scales were a few years ago.
Exactly.
And so I mean, so at a certain point, someone will get priced out, because not everyone has just expendable money just to spend. So 1/3 is an interesting scale because it's a sort of a newer scale. 1/4 was like a newer scale like 15 years ago, and then 1/3 is like probably like maybe 8 years old, 10 years old. Kind of Prime 1 started, I think, 1/3 scale. So it is newer. I mean, at this point it's still 8 to 10 years old, but I think that they're going to need to figure out a way to keep the prices down. The shipping prices, there's not really a way. If you make a giant 1/3, you can't really change the shipping price, but you can change the cost of the actual item. PCS is, I think, doing a pretty damn good job of pricing their 1/3s. I think they're really caring about that. And I think companies are going to need to continue to care about their pricing and not just be like, this is what it's going to cost. You know what I mean? Because people are paying attention and people are kind of already upset at how much things are costing. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think? What are your thoughts on? I was thinking about this with you. I never got to hear it. What are your thoughts on Prime 1, the big, huge 1/3 statues being converted into or variants into the 1/4 scale? What were your thoughts on that? Good thing, bad thing?
I think it's a good thing. I have no issue with that because I know a lot of people are upset about it. That it might diminish the value of their current collectibles. I don't think that's really true. I mean, maybe a little bit, but 1/3 collector is a 1/3 collector. Like you're a 1/3 collector, right? So you're not gonna backtrack and be like, I'm gonna get a quarter. It's not gonna diminish the value because you're a 1/3 collector. And if there's another person that has a bunch like a Batman, they want to pair it with a 1/3 Superman, they're not going to buy the quarter scale because it's cheaper now. You know what I mean? They're still going to want the 1/3. So I don't think it's an issue at all, in my opinion. I think it's fine.
You know what I think it is more than anything when we're talking about switching scales like they did for their Superman? It's not as much as diminishing the value like Prime 1 likes to do with all their variants and repaints and shit like that. That diminishes the value. But when you go to a different scale, I think it diminishes the perception of how exclusive that collectible is to collectors. And that's what some of them are upset about. Because now instead of there being I don't know, 900 of these Hush Superman. There's 900 plus another 500, even though it's in a different scale, it doesn't feel as collectible or as limited or as exclusive to them. That's not how I feel.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say I don't feel that way at all. Like
I don't feel that way either.
Yeah. Okay. If they do feel
that's
that way,
what I think it is.
That's fine. I don't, because I mean, I think what's more damaging to collectability is high edition sizes. But
yes.
And what you're saying is, oh yeah, I don't count another 500 quarter scale Hush Supermans in the same edition size as the 1/3. I don't count. To me, that they're completely different.
Apples, oranges. I agree.
Yeah. So that shouldn't make a difference. I think what diminishes collectability is super high edition sizes and marking stuff down that's like sitting in a warehouse, 20% off, blah blah blah. Here you go. That's what I think ruins collectability and ruins like resale value
and reissues
and of course reissues. But I mean, like Poison Ivy repaint. Like, what do you think about that? I think that's fine. I mean, those are two different statues. They're both. That one sold out already. The second one. And
I had no doubt it would, but I guess it's kind of two different questions, because if the question is, do you think it'll sell well? Well, obviously it will, because it sold out. I could have told you on day one when I saw that statue, that shit's going to sell out. Is it okay? I don't know. I don't own the statue. I got no skin in that game.
Yeah.
I think, truthfully, I think it is shitty that Prime One does do those reissues of statues, different variants. What they should do, and I understand the Superman thing is apparently they didn't have the 1/4 license at the time, so that's why it came out in 1/3. Okay, right. I'll give you that. But this Poison Ivy, they should have just said at the beginning, we're doing this version, the green, and we're going to do this version, the Caucasian or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and that's what we're doing. So then people have a choice. There would be a lot less crying about it. There'd be crying because people are bitches, but there'd be a lot less crying about it. And that would be upfront, transparent, and that's all I ask from a company, is to be transparent.
Yeah.
From a collector standpoint, that's how I feel about that. From a company standpoint, I understand why they're doing it, because it's all about making money, and I get it. But that's how they should have done it, is here are the two versions we're making, and then people could choose accordingly. People who like the comic accurate go green, people who like the other one go the other one, and at least up front, here's what you're getting, pick what you like.
Yeah. I mean, although at this point, Prime One is gonna maximize the statue as much as they can.
Of course.
They're gonna
who wouldn't?
So at this point, I mean, it is weird. Like, for me, it's like when they do like a gold version of something. It's like,
oh God, yes.
Come on,
yeah.
That's not like that's more just like really like blatant, like
but a lot of the Asian market likes their gold versions of stuff.
Totally.
Megatron, Batman,
Totally.
They like their gold, man.
Yeah.
So it sells. So I get why they're doing. If I was a CEO of Prime One and I could do a gold version of Batman and make an extra $2.5 million, I'd do it too.
Yes.
Doesn't mean it's okay, but I do it.
Right. Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, you can say, just buy what you want to buy and enjoy it. As long as they're not just making infinity copies of it, I'm okay with it. And that's just my own thing. Like I'm at the point now in like my collecting journey where like that really, I just buy what I like, and I try not to pay attention, the thing about it is like, I sort of like, in some ways I'm forced to pay attention to these kinds of things. But if I didn't own a collectibles company and I didn't sell these collectibles, I probably wouldn't even be on Facebook. I probably wouldn't be in the statue groups. I would just buy stuff that I like. You know what I mean?
Right.
And call it a day. So yeah.
Okay, I'll go to the next question. Let's go more to Spec Fiction now, since we've got the Todd father here. So, what shows do you plan on attending this year?
we're maybe gonna do WonderCon, and then we're gonna do DesignerCon for sure, and then we're on the wait list to do San Diego Comic-Con. But I don't know if that will really happen. I really would love to do San Diego Comic-Con, at least do it one time. I mean, honestly, to be honest, doing cons is man, it's so much work. It's insane. So like, it's exhausting. Like a month before and a month after, you're playing catch up. A month after, a month before, you're just kind of like working 24/7, like, because you have to do, I have to work on whatever the company's doing, and I have to think about WonderCon and planning all that stuff too. So it's just a lot of work. It's very fun, it's very fun, but it's just so much work. So Comic-Con I want to do really bad, San Diego. DesignerCon I really like because it's just small and easier to do. WonderCon, we did it last year. It was pretty fun, but I think, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure I want to do it again. That's all. So those are like the three, DesignerCon for sure is 100% happening. So yeah.
I know it's good for the community when you do those. Does it boost your brand effectively?
It boosts the brand for sure. It does. But the thing about it is that the majority of people that go to cons are not statue collectors, at least not to WonderCon. WonderCon is, and think about it. Like when you go to cons, what are you buying? Like, what are you purchasing? Is it statues or is it like small little things that you see that like are one-offs? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's the con kind of mentality. And that's like the average con goer is just going to like look at things and not buy big expensive things. But as far as brand awareness, oh yeah, it's insane because like at WonderCon we had the best like feedback. Everyone was like, "This is amazing. This is the best booth we've seen here," et cetera, et cetera. That's really cool.
That is cool.
I like that a lot. It's nice.
Wow.
Fuck, that looks nice.
Yeah, that's really good. Is that the black one?
This is the black one. Yeah, it just looks different. I'm trying to get light on it because I don't have
brown
light near my computer.
It looks brown. Yeah, exactly.
And you got a question from Dick Face, Adam.
Holy.
What's he saying?
He said that alien hive is sick, but why are the eggs so white? Or is it the lighting? They should be greenish.
It's the lighting, guys. It looks greenish, and I think it's because it actually might glow in the dark a little bit. At least I read that on the site, and I read that in a couple different places. Yeah, they're supposed to. I got a lot of light around me right now that you guys can't see because these pieces are darker, and I just want you guys to be able to see it. But yeah, it's got a greenish tint to it, but yes, it's a little on the white side.
Okay.
Got it. All right. Sure. Next year, hopefully there's another Vegas show. Let's do it.
Yeah, with those shows, I will tell you guys about the shows. So, like, I would love to go to like the Tokyo Comic-Con, the one with Prime One's over there. Mm-hmm. I want to go to the San Diego Comic-Con, but I would imagine for companies, we got to think about these kinds of things. That's a lot of shit to take, man. It's a lot of stuff to take. It's a lot of logistics. It's just, I would imagine there's a huge cost. So you need to measure your risk to reward, you know what I mean? Or your cost to reward. Which cons do I want to save up to go for? Like if I had a company, I would say, man, I'm going to go to the biggest ones, the ones that I know statue collectors are going to go to. They're going to have their cameras. I get a lot of exposure. Those would probably be the ones that I go to. It's easy for us to say, hey, man, come to this con or come to that con. That shit probably costs a lot of money, man. But I'm just thinking, what the costs are. So
like you got to ship all your shit and then risk it breaking and then ship it back home and risk it breaking.
Sure. Yeah.
So for us, buy a ticket and show up.
Right. Exactly. I mean, it was like when we did WonderCon, it's so cool to like be there because that's a con I had gone to for the past like 10 years, and so it's just like really cool and surreal to like be there exhibiting. But as far as shipping goes, is that another head? There's 2 heads.
Damn.
That's fucking rad.
Never
I like
got
that.
it.
I like
Two
that
of
one.
them.
I like
That's
that one
sick. Yeah.
better.
I love this one. I love this one.
Can you
That's
put them
pretty
side by
cool.
side, Adam?
Yeah, I'll try.
But yeah, like so I guess back to the main question. It's hard to justify. Wow,
Nice.
those are really nice. Yeah.
Let me. I don't mean to interrupt, Todd.
No,
Real quick.
go for it. Go for it.
Which one do you guys like more?
Let's see side profile.
I like that one. And
Look
your
at the
right hand.
brains and everything. You can see the brains in there.
Give me the one in your left hand. Yeah, give me that one.
Let me put this one down because I'm making me nervous.
It's tough. That one's ribbed for your pleasure, but the other one's translucent.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, it's got the battle damage back here.
Honestly, man, they're both fucking nice.
Yeah.
Let's try.
I kind of like the color of this one more, but I like what the other one shows more.
Right.
Because if I was an alien, I would want armor over my brain. I don't know.
Let's show this one more
Wow,
time.
you're really thinking about the display options. I like that.
This mead really makes you think,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's mead.
Yeah, man.
Wow,
Okay.
Oldest alcohol known to man.
that's wild.
Thor's
I gotta get
favorite.
some mead.
Six says he's going to the con in the Philippines with Jay.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Send me a
Sick,
ticket.
thanks for
Sick, I'll
coming,
come
man.
with you.
Thanks for coming, Sick.
Yeah, I want to wish Sick the best of luck to his food trucks. I hope they're doing well. He's been taking some time off of the Sick Mansion collectibles, and our boy Crippler has been killing it, taking over the show. But I hope everything's going good, Sick.
Yeah, let me tell you, Sick does an amazing job. I love watching Sick shows because he's such a hype man. He gets everybody engaged and hype. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
And that whole clapping shit that he does and his popcorn and all that shit, I'm like, yes. I love it. But let me tell you, Crippler has been holding it down for him. Crippler's been doing an amazing job. Rashid, the shit that comes out of Rashid's mouth is so funny. So
the whole
funny.
crew is fucking awesome, man. Like Sick picked a really good crew. There are a lot of fun guys to do a show with. Unfortunately, I haven't been there for a week and a half. I've been working every time the show's been on, but yeah, it's been really good. And Sick will be back on Thursday.
Back on Thursday. Nice.
Unfortunately, I won't be there Thursday. I'm working Thursday, but I'll be there Saturday.
Hey, we got. Speaking of Sick's channel, I want to just pause for a second. Fatal and Sick. If you guys aren't subscribed to their channels, go ahead and subscribe to their channels. You guys are probably all subscribed to Sick's channel already. Everybody knows them. But if you're not in the rare occurrence, go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Now, me and Fatal, I like to try to help guys out that are like, we're kind of in a similar subscriber realm. And he's really, really close to hitting 500 subscribers. Guys, do me a favor right now. Go over to Fatal's channel. Let's try to get him to 500. That was a goal of his. He's a good guy. I enjoy his show. So I want to make sure that we just support guys in the community with stuff like this, man, because there's not too many of us that do shit like this. So just wanted to say that real quick. But go ahead. Todd was saying something. Todd, finish what you were saying.
No, I just, it's like what everyone was saying in regards to the cons. It's risk versus reward, basically. So, but being there is honestly so fun, and like I said, the feedback was insane. But it's just, as far as sales go, there's like no sales. You're it's marketing. You're putting yourself out there, and people are like, oh, you have this. But yeah, this year we might do WonderCon because like we can promote the gallery opening, because it's like in the same area. WonderCon's like 15 minutes away from my house. The new warehouse is like 15 minutes away from my house. So, everyone's in the same vicinity.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
no-brainer for sure.
So
So
exactly.
And congrats, Sick. 6K.
yeah,
That's great.
Sick.
Hang on a second. My buddy in the chat, when I was talking about my height, I was talking about I was 5'8". I think he said I'm 5'4". I see you, man. I'm not 5'4".
So Todd, with all your big news that you've got going, and the grand opening, and so what's your goal or like your 2-year plan for Spec Fiction? What can we look forward to in the future?
I mean, I haven't thought past the gallery, but what the gallery will open up, what I'm hoping it will open up is having small conventions at the gallery. So inviting statue sculptors to come and sign things, inviting
Oh man, that's awesome.
statue painters to do like a workshop, like how to paint a statue, or like not how to paint an actual statue, that would take too long, but you know what I mean? Like having painters come and show
like how to
you
do
how
something
to,
specific.
Yeah. So having art, like I just want to have art shows there, small little intimate art shows, highlight a statue company, something like that, stuff like that. That's what I want to do.
Appreciate it, sir.
And yeah, so like that's the main goal with the gallery is just to have like a little community space and hopefully a destination point for people to come if they're in California visiting from another state. Like, oh, what's a cool place to go to in California? Spec Fiction Gallery, etc. So that's the goal. That's the goal, and that's the 2-year plan, I suppose.
That's awesome. What did you think about? I don't know if you've heard about it. People have been talking about like crowdfunding for like half-scale statues, things like that. What are your thoughts on like crowdfunding for something like that? Do you see any pros, cons, pluses?
I mean, in a sense, all statues are crowdfunded in a sense, because pre-orders is essentially like a crowd fund. But as far as using a platform like a Kickstarter is kind of weird, I think. I don't think it's really necessary. I think you could probably gauge interest or basically kind of put something up for pre-order and say, hey, if we hit 100 pre-orders, we'll continue production. If not, you'll be refunded. You could do that. You don't need like the platform of like Kickstarter or whatever I forgot the other one.
Thank you, Todd. I thought that was odd too when I saw it.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
Right. It's not necessary because
I don't
you
understand the reason behind it.
Right. Like the statue company, if they're big enough, they have the platform.
That's right.
Already. They don't need to go to Kickstarter. You know what I mean? Like,
just take some money for deposits, and if you get enough fucking deposits, you make it. I mean, it's not hard. That's what custom companies do every time.
Yeah, that is what statue.
Like, I don't get it.
That's why I said earlier. That is what statue companies do. It's all crowdfunding. It's that's what pre-order. That's what pre-orders are. Pre-orders are a crowd fund. You have to get a certain amount. So, yeah, that's my opinion on those. It's a little weird. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know if they're actually saying they're going to do a Kickstarter. But yeah, just gauge interest in your group or whatever, on Facebook or in your newsletter, etc.
I got a question for you, Todd. Just want to jump in for a sec, Trey. Out of all the Xerxes Transformer statues, which one has sold the best in terms of deposits, pre-orders, whatever?
Optimus Prime sold the best so far.
That's what I figured it would have. That's sick.
I think after that was actually I don't know actually what it was. Six Shot actually sold surprisingly well. I
got that coming.
I think it's pretty badass, but it is an obscure character, right, or something? Is that?
I played with that toy as a kid, so I got a lot of nostalgia.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Windblade actually did really well.
Really?
Windblade did really well.
That surprises me. That Windblade. I would have thought it should be near the bottom.
Maybe it's price point. She's small.
Maybe, but she's a lot smaller. Yeah.
Yeah. But
what about Tarn?
I think Tarn. Let me see how many I sold that.
Because I got that coming too.
Tarn did pretty good. Let me see. Hold on.
We're going to share some stuff while you guys finish up talking about that. I want to show a couple statues that I think are a little bit of a sleeper statues that I saw recently in real life. And I'm just wondering how they're not sold out yet. But
What'd you rate your statue, Adam? Was that 10 out of 10?
This one?
Yeah.
I like aliens. You know, they don't all. I think. Okay, so let me just say this. I think Prime 1 probably makes the best alien statues, but
Yeah.
I really like this one. I don't think I'll ever sell this statue, but I think
So I
everybody
got two
says
questions
that.
for you, Adam.
I think everybody says that when they first buy a statue, but
Everyone does. Dr. Mike says
like
it every
this one.
fucking statue.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this alien statue. I don't collect Alien or Predator, just so I don't have like I'm impartial to it, but I can appreciate a good Predator or Alien statue. I think that the first XM Alien statue is amazing. I think it's the coolest, one of the coolest statues.
I agree.
This I think all the face huggers around this
That
are
base is
insane.
phenomenal.
But
That's insane.
What I would say is that you can't compare this to Prime 1 because they just do a different style of alien.
Exactly.
And this is a different style of alien. I really do like the fact I really want to put this to the test about these glowing or with the black light. It's either glowing or with the black light. So I really like that. That's cool. Really like the switch outs.
Try it out.
Yeah, I'm going to try that out. And then I really want to see. I really like the dome, that clear dome. It's kind of like a clear glass, and you can see the brains inside and the skull.
I like
you
that.
guys. Yeah. I think that's killer. I think the brown wasn't really my preferred choice. I really like this version more, but I love the fact that you got all these creepy kind of face huggers crawling all over the place.
But my daughter would not come near that statue. She's arachnophobic. That reason alone, I feel like buying it.
You know what's funny is that I'm such a little bitch when it comes to spiders, but I love this thing.
You know what? I used to really, I mean, I don't like spiders, but I used to like really be like, spider fucking type thing. I'd kill them, but I really, a little more afraid of them than I should be. I was a bit of a bitch. Then I went to Afghanistan and I had some encounters with camel spiders. And now I see spiders here in Canada. And I'm like, buddy, no problem. I'll hit them with my hand. I don't care anymore. It really really helps.
Yeah, camel spiders are different. Next level. If you guys don't know what camel spiders are, Google it.
They are phenomenal. You'll see some fake pictures where
it's basically these. It's basically that shit.
Yeah, they go up to spread out 7 inches, 8 inches, like bigger than my hand, and like they're big. They go up with the 2 front legs and they jump. I've seen one jump about fucking 3 feet.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah,
dude. No. Hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Everybody, get your phone
I hate that.
and Google camel spider. Just put it in your phone right now.
See it. Screw that.
Look that shit up.
I'll tell you a very quick story. I was up in ops, and there's a hole. We were working the radios, and there's a hole going on to the roof where all the antennas and everything are. And I'm guessing that's where the spider crawled in from. And I'm there on radio shift. All the British guys are there. Some of the Gurkhas, the British officers, and I have a German radio operator to my left. And he starts screaming in German. And we look over and there's a fucking camel spider on his knee crawling up his leg. All of us ran onto the giant ops table. It's a huge piece of wood, probably about 20 feet by 12 feet. There's about 12 of us up there, officers, everyone. The officer grabbed his handgun and the German's like, help. And he's screaming. And the British officer is like, get the fuck away from me. And the spider's crawling on him. It was fucking nuts.
Dude,
crazy. More mayhem than rocket attacks in the fucking base. It was.
Thanks, man.
That's crazy.
All right, guys. I'm gonna move on to this real quick because Todd's a little pressed for time, and I know he's got some stuff planned. So I want to share this. And so when I was talking about, all right. So first of all, I'll just tell you this. We are talking about these pieces because Todd is on, and but here's the thing. I saw this piece recently, like I said before, never paid attention to it. Never. I went to Mike's place when I did that Hulkbuster review, and I saw this at Mike's place. This thing is amazing in person. I was just never paying attention to it. Once I saw it, I was like, wow, how is this thing not sold out?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the thing that was cool about it was the bass.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
the
bass
bass is phenomenal.
nice.
That
It tells a story.
bass was so
Yeah.
freaking cool, man. I was like, man, it makes me want to buy it. But I was just like, this is crazy. This bass was crazy.
Yeah.
I really
Bass is
think this
insane.
bass makes the statue.
Mm.
It's an insane statue.
This piece is what made me go LBS for life. Like this piece. Todd sent me number 539. So thank you, Todd.
LBS,
You're very
LBS
welcome.
is killing
You're
it,
very
guys.
welcome.
So
LBS
good.
is killing it lately. So, like, if you're sleeping on LBS, you need to wake up because this
Yeah.
shit right here is crazy.
This is a
It's
bigger, better version of XM's original Thor,
Yeah.
which
Agreed.
I have and I love. But
Way
this
better.
this is, I mean, night and day. I mean, that came out how many years ago?
Yep.
A long time ago.
Yeah, but still holds up. I still
yeah.
love it.
It is really nice actually. That's also,
And you get it for dirt cheap.
most
Yeah.
most XM statues are better in person for sure.
This thing is massive too. It is massive, massive,
Mhm.
like huge.
Yeah.
Here's another one that Sick talks about all the time. Well, not all the time, but he mentioned it before, and he said that this was one of his best when we were talking about all the statue like awards.
Yeah.
Can you plug that light back on? That light went out. We were talking about all the awards and like what's the best third scale, what's the best this, what's the best that. Sick was talking about this statue a lot. And then I saw another collector have this in real life, another sleeper piece. I was like, holy moly, this thing is crazy. Now, I think they just mentioned, LBS just mentioned another piece too, right?
Wolverine. They yeah.
Yep, here it is.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's the bone claw. So who asked about the bone
Yeah.
claw?
There's your answer.
You did, right, Trey?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
told him that it comes in both claws.
Okay,
There was
yeah.
a picture that showed both.
That's awesome.
I saw the whole thing. It's pretty
Whoever's
cool.
drinking at the house, cheers, guys.
Yeah. This thing
Cheers.
is awesome. Like this thing is awesome.
This thing is
Yeah.
amazing.
It's not
Yeah,
a
Pretty
joke.
nice.
Well, I don't know if
Pretty
this thing's amazing yet, but it just looks like it has the potential for being amazing.
I'm not sure what that is on his arm though.
Right. It
that?
Which one?
looks like hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
but
hair.
it looks more than hair. It's very thick.
Like-
It almost
like
looks like
fur.
weeds or grass or something. You got to see it in
Yeah.
color, I guess. But it looks very
I'm
thick
not-
to be hair.
It
Yeah,
looks
you
like
gotta see it.
fur. I
Whatever
don't
it
know. I'm
is,
not
whatever
super
this
into it.
is, looks like is
It'll make
what
sense
this
when
is.
you see the whole thing. It'll
Because
make
you don't
sense.
see it on the other hand. Go to the other picture now, and you don't see it on that
That's a
side.
different one.
Well, that's an anime.
It's a different version.
Oh, okay. One's probably Savage Wolverine. That's why.
Yeah, because they are doing
Right. So the whole arm switch out,
Yeah.
and that's why it comes with
Yeah.
bone claws and the Savage fur. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
You'll love it. It's gonna look fantastic.
Nah, LBS is killing it. Jay's killing it.
So I'm assuming you're getting this, Trey?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Dude, LBS for
Dumb
life.
question.
LBS
Yeah.
for life.
Be better
For
with
life.
that name.
He's got that shit tattooed on his belly. LBS for life.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
yeah.
I'm hoping I don't miss any. I didn't get Captain America, which I have somebody that's gonna like I get to get it from their collection, but because I didn't know yet until Todd sent me that Thor, and it was like, okay, I'm done. Like it's over.
That cap is I think that's the best cap ever. I really
Yeah.
do. I really
Can't
do.
wait.
A several
Yeah,
switch
yeah.
out based on the
Phenomenal.
Savage Wolverine. Okay.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, you could tell by all the plantation around him. It's based on the. I also saw the full thing. It's a nice statue.
But guys,
Mhm.
again,
Mhm.
going back to this, right? If you are thinking about getting that Wolverine, because it's probably going to be badass, because all the LBS's shit is badass, at least so far. Then the Magneto would probably really match up with it really well. So
Well, they have a lot of X-Men planned. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they have Cyclops. But
right,
they have others too. They have a bunch of others. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything about it, but they have a bunch. So
yeah.
Jason
Well,
in
we
the
would-
LBS
we would-
channel, he brought up like Juggernaut's coming after Colossus. I I don't.
Really? In 1/3
Yeah.
scale? Jesus.
Yeah, he said
Christ.
that in LBS group, so I know that's safe to say.
They're doing an apocalypse too.
Oh.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, an apocalypse.
I mean, that's fun.
You know, I can't believe I saw the deluxe version of that Magneto with the Aura, whatever they're calling it.
Yeah.
For 1,600 shipped in the U.S. Last week. Unbelievable.
Yeah. That's good.
What a great price.
I know. I'm pretty sure I know who got it.
Oh, yeah?
And, well, no, was it a person just selling it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just some guy.
I know. It was okay. It was my customer selling it to someone.
And
So I know. Yeah.
Mike,
They sold
Dr.
their
Mike
pre-order.
is selling his. I don't know if he sold it though, but he's selling his too, and he's got fair
Yeah.
prices.
Yeah, for sure. Mike sells some good stuff.
What do you guys think about this Wolverine?
Well, one,
It's not bad.
it's got the classic XM fucking pose that Swamp Thing and Apocalypse and everyone has. So
That's what I was talking about the other day. So the version A only has this pose, yeah. But the
Okay.
version B comes with a
Has
second
both.
torso,
Mhm.
and it's the better, in my opinion, the better pose.
Yeah.
So you have to get version B, which is more expensive, and it has both torsos. Which, right, Shane, exactly. This pose, like, dear God,
Jesus
stop.
Christ, stop!
Just
I realize
stop.
people say, "Well, every pose is going to
I
be
get it.
redone. There's 1,000 statues. Fair enough, but
get it.
stop doing the same fucking pose."
Well, when the company does the same pose for every character,
Right. It's
stop.
Wolverine. Let's have him with his fucking claws crossed, or like something.
Yeah.
Like,
Let
fucking
me tell you something. The pose is killing some of these statues, man.
like Apocalypse for me. It was the
I,
pose.
I thought that
Well,
Apocalypse looked amazing, right?
Amazing.
Except for the
That pose.
fucking pose, man.
Okay,
Except for the pose.
but to their, they can't have the gun pointing, so it's
Because of license issues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they could do something else. They don't have to have one arm like this and one arm like this.
You're right. That
With the knee up, the Captain Morgan pose.
I mean, the knee up thing is okay. It's fine. When
Like
they're
there's
doing
lots
this
of other
thing,
shit you could do.
when they're
but
doing this,
This thing,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
that like you're doing like a
I
power
know
up.
that the knee
Why did-
combined with this is overdone.
Well, here's the thing, though. If they didn't do it on, like, for example, Swamp Thing. When did Swamp Thing do this? When was he doing that? Did he ever do that? No. Wolverine. See, if they didn't do it on a character that wouldn't do it, it's fine. And then they could have done it for Wolverine, because Wolverine would do this, actually. But you're just so...
Something like that. That's right.
Because he
You're
has
so sick of
claws.
it.
Because he
Right.
has claws, he would do that motion. Yes.
It does make sense for Wolverine, but you've seen this pose on other people or on other statues that probably shouldn't have that pose. So you're just annoyed.
Yeah.
That's
I would have liked to see the claws crossed in an X, like a few customs do, like the Wolverine. I would have liked to see him
do a lot
jumping, like anything other than the typical. This is the XM pose.
There's two things that I don't really necessarily care about this. I think I like the paint. I like the way he looks. I like his outfit. I like all those things. The things I don't like is the pose. You could get away with him a little bit on this one, like Todd said, because he's got the claws.
Wolverine.
Okay, it's Wolverine, right? This pose is getting very
Stale.
it is getting very wore out. Like a lot of people are using it. I get that. The small problem I have is his arm looks a little bit weird to me. Like it looks a little too wide.
His
not
arms and his
proportional.
torso are disproportionate.
Now this hasn't come out yet. XM is known for listening to the community sometimes and changing certain things. And maybe this is, one of those things they might change. I don't know. But this was one of those things where his arm just doesn't look proportioned. I think
It's not. It's
if
too
they
big
go-
and too short.
if they just bring this down a little bit, everything else doesn't look that bad. Again, I can kind of look past this pose. I hated it with Apocalypse. I hated it with Swamp Thing. And they switched it up with Swamp Thing. They gave you that additional torso, which I thought was amazing. I applaud them for that. But yes, this pose is getting more out. Let me go back real quick. Where was he was thinking about. Somebody was thinking about getting this.
Show the other pose for this though. Show the other pose if you have it.
That's the best.
Oh, I don't think I have it. I don't think I
okay.
have it. I'm sorry.
That one's cool. That one's actually way better. But anyway,
that one's not bad.
But this looks good. I mean, look at this. I mean, the textures look good.
No, great portrait. That portrait's good. Red eye.
This looks good. If you
Great
need a
portrait.
Wolverine and you need this style or costume style Wolverine, get it. I don't think this is. I think this is an awesome statue. Again, but let's not freak out because sometimes they change things in production, and I don't know if they will.
have two torsos, so I don't know if they'll change that. But
I don't think they're going to change.
Well, I'm talking about the size of his arm. Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Nah, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I know Crippler's getting this, and he likes it. What he said is, I like my Wolverine looking non-human and disproportionate.
Yeah.
And he goes, I see the hate for the statue, but the hate is what I love about the statue. So you know what? Buy what you love.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Great job.
Somebody in the chat was talking about getting this. I missed it somewhere.
I added him, so I said hit me up or whatever.
There was somebody in the chat that was talking about getting this.
The Alien Hive. Yeah.
The Alien Hive. I would 100% get it. If you like aliens and you're an Alien fan, get this thing. It's awesome.
I would love to get some Alien Predator statues. I just don't have the room to go down that rabbit hole.
Was that sculpted by Amir Khan?
I don't know. I guess we could find out, eh?
Yeah.
But anyway, I think this Wolverine's cool. Like I said, I'm not going to say like, oh man, I would never get this thing.
It was sculpted by Wait, what did you say his name was? Sorry.
Amilcar Fong.
Amilcar Fong. Yes, he did the 2D illustration and the 3D sculpt. You're right. Yep.
Oh, nice.
I'm hoping this makes.
What else does he
makes them?
He's done a lot. He's done a lot of good stuff. Yeah, he's really good.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Hey, Duck Rogers was making a good point. What do you think the first female statue will be coming from LBS?
I actually know, but I can't say.
Yeah. I know too, the lip still.
Todd, feel free to have another drink, and if it slips out, let's get Todd fucked up so he could just.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm fucked up. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what's crazy? I actually know too, and I almost said it because I am getting drunk, so I got to stop.
Shane's gonna say it first over me.
No. Now that you said that, I wouldn't do that to Jay.
But you can say it looks amazing.
But I am going to.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
I am going to drink more.
Yeah, look at this guy's drinking mead. That's wild.
Oh, I got to do another show after this. I'm going to be fucked.
So by the time he gets to his second show, Shane's just lost all fucks. He just gives no fucks.
I did that. Well, I don't give two fucks to begin with, but about 2 months ago I did this. I got drunk on this show, and then I drank another bottle of mead on the other show. And if you watch that show, I was just fucking blitzed on Collectors Enabled. I was just fucked.
Astro, what do you think about this? What's your honest opinion on this?
I agree with what everyone was saying. It's what Todd was saying, that the other torso is the one that makes this statue. I think that the suit is fine. The head sculpts are fine, but the pose, man, the pose.
Yeah, I'll say one other thing. They didn't need this torso. They just needed the other one,
right?
And just have one version, not an A and a B. Have an A, whatever.
Hey, Todd, Sick is talking to you.
What is he say? What is he saying? Shh, what do you mean, bro? Artie.
Jesus, what's up, brother?
Maybe he's talking to me.
No, wait, what? I don't know what he's saying. No, we are being hush hush, bud.
Oh, here we go. Hang on a second. I'm going to try to pull up something for you guys. Let me stop sharing a second, since we were just talking about it. But you guys keep talking.
Do you think they should offer an A, a B, and maybe a C for people who want both?
I think they should offer an A, a B, a C, a D, an E, an F. I think they should offer 5 different versions. Let's just go crazy. Let's just do one where he has no shirt on. Let's just do one of those. And
hey, you joke, but that would actually be kind of cool. That might be cool with his animanium, he's got battle damage, and his animanium showing, that might be cool.
Well, you turned it into a cool thing. Yeah. I was joking.
Yeah, we were trying to not be cool.
But yeah. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was your question? What
So they have the torso A and the torso B.
There it is.
Do you think they should have a C where
Thank you,
can
Fatal.
pick
Appreciate
A,
it.
B, or C, which has both? Because some people might like one or the other, but some people might like.
I see what you mean. Yeah. I see what you mean. No,
I see.
I don't think that at all. I think they should have. Look, having an A and B is like they have a lot of A and B stuff that works, and the B has more accessories, like the Venom Hulk, right? The Venom Hulk, both of the torsos are cool, but the B has both torsos, so you can switch it.
Mhm.
So that's and they're different enough to warrant an A and a B, but I don't think this warrants an A and a B because, my God, like again, if you took a poll, would you rather have this torso, like this torso, or this torso? It would be a landslide.
Yeah.
Sure.
They do this with a few characters though, and it's interesting why they only do it with some and not others. Like they did it with their Cap.
Did it with X-23.
Yeah, exactly.
Six making a good point. Todd is correct. They should drop both and not make you spend more money.
Not making us spend more money is always a good idea.
Yeah,
Well, we spend enough money in this hobby already, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
We spend some serious dough. All right, guys, we need to move on with this because we got some more to cover for my man Shane. Give me one second.
I gotta head out. So.
All right, Todd.
All right, Todd.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
coming.
much.
Thank you,
Thanks
Todd.
so much for having me. I would love to be on again. Was there more questions, Trey, or was that it?
My wife wants to know if you can stop making me spend so much that it looks like child support payments. That's what she wants you to stop doing.
That's the last. That was
question.
the last. Wow.
So you got a sick kid out there or something? What's going on? You got a sick kid?
I'll cut. You know what? I'll cut you off. You're cut off. Trey.
Don't do that. Forget I said it.
Hey, Todd.
XL T-shirt. XL.
Real quick, guys. Real quick. Todd,
PM.
thank you so much for making the time to come in today. I know you had a busy schedule. Thank you for being real good to the community and kind of just communicating with us on what's going on. And I appreciate, real quick, Todd knows what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this alien statue. Again, I talked about it on a different channel before. The statue behind him, I got from Todd too. Okay, behind this alien statue. I got the wrong edition size. I didn't even say anything. Todd reached out to me and was like, hey, man, I'll help you out with that. Okay. What do I need to do? What do we need to do? We'll fix it. I didn't even see honestly, I didn't even see the message until later. But then I decided, I was like, I ain't want to box that shit up and I don't want to like send it back or whatever. But Todd let me tell you something. I understand canceling non-refundable deposits. That shit's got to be a pain in the ass for statue companies. He made an exception for me because I got the wrong edition size. Okay. And that was one exception because I know that it wouldn't have happened if that didn't happen. Okay. So he let me move my deposit to this and this is what I got. So Todd, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for taking care of the community. Thank you for coming on to the show. And yeah, man.
Thank you for having me. I really had a great time.
Thanks, Todd, Father.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd.
Hey,
all right.
Cheers, guys. I'd love to come on
man.
again. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night.
We'll have you on again, man. Thanks.
Okay.
Cheers, brother.
Have a good night, you guys.
See ya.
Later on.
All right. So we need to get to this because Shane's got another show. Oh, Todd, if you still see this, Six said, hit him up. Keys' collection is doing well, fam. Be back on Thursday. Okay. Let me get to this. For everybody who's in the chat. Hey, guys, if you could go ahead and hit the like button, I greatly appreciate it. We're having a pretty good show so far. So let's take down this banner already. I don't know. I forgot that this was on. And let's share this screen. All right. So We have, I don't know if you guys saw the last show. Shane is working on a project and he's got the Cobra Commander. And by the way, I'm not just saying this because Shane's my boy. Cobra Commander's badass.
Cobra Commander is badass.
If you don't know who Cobra Commander is, you're living under a rock. Cobra Commander is awesome. If you like G.I. Joe, if you like anything about G.I. Joe, Cobra Commander was probably one of your favorite characters. But Shane, I'll let you take over, buddy. What do you got going on with this?
Yeah, so I've been working with Commissioner for the last, I don't know, since last year, and a great sculptor, Carlos Gazzetta. And I've just been doing the creative direction and design. So I trying to keep it true to the source material, but a realistic looking statue. And Carlos did a fantastic job. Props to Mohammed. He said, you know what? Whatever Shane says, just do it. So I gave him ideas. I said, no, edit this, change this. And Carlos just absolutely killed it. All the credit in the world to Carlos. So we got a 1/4 scale Cobra Commander, fully sculpted.
Hang on 1 second, Shane. I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to kind of build up to this.
Sure.
These are the same guys that made this badass statue right here.
Same commissioner and same factory that's doing Cobra Commander did all these statues. So you know it's going to be quality.
Look at this.
Yeah, that one's beautiful.
Look at
Love that piece. Yeah,
this is crazy.
That piece is fantastic.
Look at the hair strands.
Portrait's fantastic. The hair is not just like resting on her shoulders. It looks fantastic. Great. She's holding her.
What I love about Mohammed, he's like me. He doesn't do mixed media. Everything is fully sculpted.
Look at that for you Star Wars collectors. Okay, so this is all done by the same guy, right, Shane?
Same guy and same factory that's doing, because he uses multiple factories. It's the same factory that is doing the Cobra Commander, did every one of these pieces that you see.
Right. So if you're wondering anything about Cobra Commander, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence. It's a new thing. Shane's kind of doing this new thing. Let me tell you something. The proof is in the pudding. Look at this. Okay. This is really cool. I think this is my favorite.
Yeah, that red zone is nice.
Look at the detail on that sword.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
I know
mean, it's beautiful.
People have some apprehension about customs and they don't want to get scammed. I get it. I could tell you, I know Mohammed. He's done pieces before. He's been around for a long time. I know people who have pieces from him. There's no fucking around. He's not going to leave you hanging. He'll take care of you. He's going to deliver. And these pieces just prove it.
Here's the thing. Shane is putting his name on this. He's stamping this. I don't think Shane would stamp this if he knew you were going to get scammed.
Oh, absolutely not.
Exactly. So
I mean, he's got my money. He's got my money for a Cobra Commander. It's not like I don't get anything for free. I don't get any kickbacks. I don't get a free statue. I'm paying for it. He's got my money. He's got my
let's just get this out of the way. Shane's trusted in the community. Shane's very well known in the community, especially in the custom community. So that's already done. All right. So that Shane is very trusted. If you guys are even thinking about anything like that, just let that leave your head because Shane is very trusted. But guys, look at this stuff. Look at that. This is good. This is nice.
Mm-hmm.
He does LEDs too. Is this him too?
Yeah. I'll talk about the Cobra Commander when you get back to the pictures. But yeah, this is all him, man. It's great.
All right, let's go back to. So the reason why I showed that first is so people understand if you're going to order Cobra Commander. All right, we'll talk about the ordering last, but let's show the pictures first.
So go back for a sec. Go back to the first picture.
Yep.
So you have two choices when you get the Cobra Commander. Both choices come with both portraits, the hood and the helmet. They come with two swap out arms, left and right, holding the scepter, the gun, and then the clenched fist or the outstretched claw. And they both come with cape or no cape. That's your choice. The only difference between the two is this base is a little smaller. So it's about 5 inches less wide, 1 inch deep less, and 1 in height less. And that's the regular base right there. And it's true to the source material. It's got the rocky sub base. And on top, if you watch G.I. Joe, you know that the floor, they got like that random metal design, bluish metal. And that's what this base is. That's the regular. And then you have the exclusive, which has the flags and the cauldrons with the fire and shit like that. So, and if you order now early, you save about $110, $120 on an early PO. And the fire, the cauldrons there will light up. It is USB, not battery. The flags are removable. So all you have to do is choose which base you like. And then you get all the swap outs. So it's not like, well, I like this base, but this swap out. Whatever base you like, that's what you order. And you're saving about $110, $120 on PO. And honestly, if you look at the prices nowadays, I think it's scrolled down a bit on this picture. The early bird price for this, I think, is $960, and that's fully sculpted, and you get all those options.
Well, let's show them, Shane. Real quick, let's go through these pictures, and we'll come back to the ordering so they can actually know what they're getting. Okay, so this is the one with the museum style base, right?
Yeah. This is like Cobra Commander talking to his troops, in the Cobra fucking base, and it's a bigger base. Like I said, it's a little wider. It's still not even crazy. I think it's 18 inches wide or something like that. It says at the bottom. You scroll in right there.
Yep,
like
14
a little more. That's the depth. But
I'm sorry. Yep.
Right. Yeah,
there it is.
I think it's 18 or something. So even that's not crazy compared to today's statues. But the other one's only, I don't know, 13 or whatever.
13 inches.
So, yeah, and the Cobra Commander gun is like right exactly like the source material from the cartoon. He's got that blow dryer style gun that's Cobra Commander's known for.
That's my favorite portrait. I like that.
I love the hooded portrait. It looks so good.
This is good for somebody that likes to collect villains too. I mean, that's
right. Like you could see right over here, I got Serpentor, Storm Shadow, Baroness, Destro. So when I came to Mohammed with this, he was doing a 1/3 scale, very elaborate base. And I'm like, you should think about making this 1/4 scale so it fits in with people's Sideshow and Prime 1 G.I. Joe line. I know Sideshow did a Cobra Commander years ago. It's not bad. It's fully mixed media. It's not bad. It's a little plain. It's not my style. I feel like Cobra Commander deserved more because he's my favorite character. So after about 6-7 months of trying to convince him, he said, all right, let's do it. Will you help? Will you design it? And I said, fuck yeah, I will. So we've been working on this, and this is what we come up with.
This is amazing.
I love it. I'm proud of it. Carlos killed it. Thanks, Mohammed, for putting the faith in both of us, and hopefully it sells well. And if it does, we move on to another character and we continue the line.
So, Shane, are you going to be doing any autograph copies on the base? Or?
Fuck, if you want me to, sure. You pay to ship it to me, I'll sign that ship with my fucking blood for you if you want me to.
In blood. I'll take you up on that offer. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, for you, I'll sign it with something else. Just don't blacklight it.
Yeah, this looks good, man.
Yeah, I love it. I tried to think like what would I want, because I love G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Star Wars are my passions. Growing up, it was G.I. Joe and Transformers. So I was like, how can I gotta make this perfect. So
Todd is saying, damn, this is awesome. He's still watching.
Thanks, Todd.
Yeah.
I expect you to buy 3. Thanks, Todd.
Yeah, guys.
But yeah, the pictures, you can find them in almost every group. You could message Carl Pox. I think his name's Pox. I'm fucking drunk. Carl Pox. Or you could picture Mohammed. The information's on the pictures. You'll see them in all kinds of different groups.
My kids
so, like
love
I said,
Carl.
hopefully it sells well. And then we could continue the line.
There you go, guys. So if you
go back to that picture again.
Oh, let me back up.
One more, the overhead there. It's hard to tell from that picture, but it is all those random panels that you see on the Cobra base like all the time when Cobra Commander's walking or looking at the screen and he throws a chair through it when G.I. Joe says something that pisses him off. Like it's everything. I tried to make accurate source material to the classic animated series back in the 80s, but not a filmation type style, a real life style.
Since it's definitely going to sell well, who's like, what's one or two options that may be the next pieces, since people like to always look forward?
Well, honestly, I got to talk to Mohammed about that. What I would like to do is move on to pieces that haven't been done yet. I know some people hit me up and said a Storm Shadow, but Prime One has done a really good Storm Shadow. So, and honestly, I think Sideshow Storm Shadow is good. I would like to see maybe a Zartan.
I was going to say Zartan.
Zartan. I'd love to see a Dr. Mindbender. I'd love to see. Fuck, I mean, I could go on and on. I'd love to see Major Blood. I'm more of a Cobra guy than G.I. Joe, but I'm more than willing to do G.I. Joes. But for me, I would love to see a Zartan. Ultimately, it's Mohammed's decision what he wants to go to next. But I'd love to see a Zartan. It's
all right, guys. So I'm going to go through these two options real quick, and Shane, you could just stop me if I screw something up. So you got this first base style, okay?
Yeah.
So if you want to do this one, all right, and this is all, again, this is sculpted by Carlos Gazzetti, okay? All right, so here's your pre-order options for this base, okay? It includes one body, one base, switch out portraits, and switch out arms, okay, with a removable cape, which is a nice, you can see how that looks right there, okay, and the two portraits, and then to swap out arms, okay? So the early bird PO price, if you want to do the early bird PO price, it's $850 plus 5% plus shipping. Okay. So the first deposit is going to be $250 plus 5% due now, and then to the start of the prototyping. All right. And then you got $200 due when the prototype reveals. Then you got another $200 due, which is, let me tell you, these payments aren't bad.
They're not.
$200 due when the production begins. And then another $200 when production is done. Now, the good thing about customs is they take a while, guys. So you could really spread it out and secure the statue. Okay?
We're looking at shipping 8 to 10 months from now. Zoom in right there so they could see Mohammed's name and Carl's name, who to message. If you're unsure, message me, Shane von Lichtenstein, and I'll point you in the right direction.
Here's the normal PO price. Okay. I already told you about the early PO price. Here's the normal PO price. If you do the normal PO price, all right, if you PO after the prototype reveals, it's $970. You can see how much you're saving right there, right? Nice chunk of change. $970 plus the 5% plus 5 plus shipping. Okay. So your deposit jumps up a little bit if you guys wait on this. Don't sleep on this piece too long, because I'm sure this thing is going to sell out. So deposit one's going to be $370 plus the 5% due after the prototype reveal. Deposit two is going to be $200 after when production begins. Deposit three is $200 due after the casting reveal. And then you got deposit four, that's $200 plus the 5% due when production is done. Okay. So that's this with the regular base. Let's move on to this one. This is the EX base. Okay. Again, sculpted by Carlos Gazzetti. And I already showed you how his stuff looks, guys. Includes one body, one base, switch out portraits, switch out arms. Features are the removable cape, plus you have the light up fire. That's AC powered. Is that right? AC powered?
AC, no batteries.
All right, no batteries, which is nice. So you could just plug this thing right in. Okay. All right. The scale and dimensions we already went over. Early PO price for this one. Okay. This is the one I like. I like this whole fire base.
Yeah, me too. I just love it.
That one's probably the best.
It tells a story to me.
But you guys get whatever you like. All right. Early PO price for this one. If you PO before the prototype reveal, $960 plus the 5% plus shipping. Okay. Deposit's going to be $360 due now, to start the prototyping. Okay. Deposit $200. Then you got another $200 for the deposit for the third deposit when production begins. Deposit 4 is going to be after production is done. Okay. So this is going to be spread out pretty good. So you're not killing your pockets. Here's another thing. This is the PO price for after the prototype reveal. Okay. This is normal price. So you probably want to jump on a little bit earlier if you want to save a little bit of dough, but either way, deposit 1, $380 due after the prototype reveal. You guys get the point. Deposit 2, $225 due when production begins. Deposit 3 due after the casting reveal, and then deposit 4, $250 plus the 5% due after production is done. All right. The people to contact to pre-order both of these statues or both versions. To pre-order, send a PM to Carl. Everybody knows Carl in the community. If you don't, subscribe to Unboxing Bros.
Hey, this is Carl.
Hey, this is Carl. That's the ones that my kids love when he says that. This is Carl. Welcome to another thing of custom statues, right, Delilah? Anyway, Carl will give you the info and send you the deposit. This is important. Send a screenshot to Carl and Mohammed. Screenshots must be sent to both people to ensure your order. Okay, guys? If you guys have any questions or anything like that, you can ask any one of us. You can even, if you want to message me through YouTube or through my messenger, that's fine. But that is the pre-order. Okay. Anything else, Shane, that you want to cover on that?
No, that's it, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're a G.I. Joe fan, this is the statue to get. I love it. We put a lot of work into this statue. It's really true to the source material, right to Cobra Commander's height at 17.75 inches at 1/4 scale. So hopefully everyone likes it and it does well. And we continue the line.
There you go. All right. Moving on, guys. J&D. Okay. Let me talk about J&D for a second. I've never seen a J&D in person. Have you guys?
I haven't.
No, I keep hearing from Mike and John that I have to because we keep going back and forth about J&D. But apparently it's the statues you got to see in person. And I really want to.
I will tell you this. I'm a little skeptical on J&D because I'm kind of on the same page with Rashid. J&D is kind of like a doll with like hair and like silicone. And
I got a lot of flack when I said they are a modern day expensive man's Barbie doll.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I do.
I'm not trying to take away from them at all.
Yeah,
that's what the vibe I get.
That's the vibe I get too. I would love. I don't think J&D would ever send me a J&D statue, but if they do,
It's expensive.
hey man, I'm open to it. I'm open. If J&D changed my mind, I would love to see J&D in person because these things sell out all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Every single piece sells out. And they are not cheap.
Todd's saying not good. Todd, do you
no.
mean like the portrait, or do you think, or are you talking?
No, he
about
means
like the
he means a portrait like everyone does. But like I'm told by Mike and John all the time, J&D always shows what they have. They always fix it before production, and it always looks better in person. That's it. If you watch Collectors Enabled, it's an ongoing thing. So
I mean, looking at this, I know who they're talking about. I'm not going to say it looks completely different than the actress.
Let me ask you this. I want to ask all three of you.
Sure.
In all seriousness,
Sure.
if you saw this statue and she was wearing a pair of jeans and a leather jacket, would you know that's supposed to be Liv Tyler? It had nothing to do with Lord of the Rings. You just saw the statue. Would you know it's the actress Liv Tyler?
Let's be fair. That's the before. That's the after. I don't know.
Even with the after. Okay, go by the after. Would you know it's supposed to be Liv Tyler, or would you think it's just some random hot chick who's wearing jeans, a crop top, and a leather jacket?
Yeah.
It goes
I
right
wouldn't know who it was.
I would say she looks kind of like Liv Tyler, but I wouldn't say it's Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
But
I know who they're
it's better
aiming
in
for.
production.
Here's the thing. I don't want to trash J&D. Me personally.
Not at all. I'm not trashing anyone.
Oh no,
sure.
I don't think you are. I'm just talking about me. I don't want to trash J&D. I've never seen a piece in real life. Hey, Rashid, let me ask you this. Rashid's got probably the biggest collection out of all of us. Rashid, have you ever seen one? Just give me an answer in the chat if you've ever seen one in real life. But what do you guys think? I want to hear from Astro and Trey. What are your thoughts on this?
I'll let you go first, Astro.
I think I've seen a pattern. J&D is plagued with an issue that they have with the lips. In the mouth area is always a problem with the mouth area. With the lips is too big, or the mouth is too wide, or there's always something weird in the mouth area to me personally. And I mean, this continues the trend. And I think it throws off the entire statue. And I think it may be because of the silicone, the tech. Like, it may be hard to sculpt that and get it to sit right or something. I don't know, but yeah, man.
For me, I think number one, I am skewed because my mother had some kind of has some kind of Barbie collection, so I have a problem first of all. But for me, I can't get past the silicone portion, which I think is extremely unique. I just don't like hearing that either they think it'll last 10 years or they don't know how long it will last. I can't get past that. Like, if I pay for something and I'm going to keep it, that shit better stick.
With that being said, Dr. Mike has said, like, they use, I'm going to fuck it up, medical grade or surgical grade silicone, and that's been known to last 30 or 40 years. And like Mike says, if my statue disintegrates in 40 years, I don't give a fuck because I'm probably dead or too old to give a shit. Fair enough. I'll give him that.
Let's be honest. So in my YouTube studio, it gives me the demographics of who watches my content. And most of the demographics are guys that are anywhere from, like, we got some guys in their 20s, like Astro. Astro is, I think, still in his 20s.
Yeah.
But there's also the bulk of the guys that do statue collecting are ages like in their 30s, I would say mid 30s, and all the way up to 60.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to give a shit about my collection at 80, 85 years old. I might be trying to stay alive at that point.
I'll be happy if I'm alive and I'm not shitting my pants. I'll be happy. Let's be honest.
That's funny.
Guys, go ahead.
I'm gonna jump off, man. I got to get back to my my assignment here before it's due tonight.
Oh, go ahead, man. I know you're in college. Yep, you're good.
Absolutely.
Right,
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for
See you
coming.
guys.
We're gonna get off here shortly because Shane's got to go to his next show. But let me ask MCAS. I've seen the Wonder Woman 84 and Bale Batman. It's fantastic. Okay.
Fair enough.
MCAS, I want you to answer this question for me. Did you think it was fantastic before? Well, I guess did you order them or did you just see them at someone else's collection?
And what did you think of them from the pictures before you saw it in
right,
person?
Exactly.
That's what I really want to know.
That's
because I keep hearing when you see it, you have to see it in person. And I really want to. One day I might go visit Mike and then annoy the fuck out of him.
This doesn't look crazy different, guys. This doesn't look crazy different. I mean,
it's the eyes. The eyes and the chin.
The eyes, yeah, I could see that. And the chin. Yep, you are right. Damn it. You put that in my head. Yep.
The eyes and the chin. I don't think any J&D looks bad. I just don't think from the pictures they look close enough for the likeness to warrant the money of $2,500 to $3,000.
I got you, Atticus.
But I don't think they look bad. None of them look bad. Some of them just look like a hot chick who kind of resembles the actress who plays Harley Quinn or whoever the fuck else. You know what I mean?
Okay, so MCAS, what did you think about it before, though? What did you think about it before when you saw the pictures and then you went to go see your friends? What did you think about it?
Production pictures. What did you think?
Rashid, I'm just not impressed. Just being honest. Yeah, we want to keep it 100 on the channel, man. So yeah, I don't know. I again, it's just a very steep price. So I just want to make sure that, like, you know,
that's it. If it was $1,200 or $1,500, even a 1/3 scale, it might be different. but for $2,500, $3,000, I expect 95% or higher. And apparently in person, they are. That's why I want to see it.
Ed's saying I agree.
Smart man, Ed.
100 on the Shane. What Shane
Smart
is
man.
saying. Yep. Well,
Smartest man in the chat right there.
Wonder Woman is close to the picture and face to face. Okay.
Trey, what do you think of J&D overall from what you've seen? Have you seen any in person? And what do you think?
Haven't seen any in person. I think that it's great for the collector that wants it. Obviously, there's
Absolutely.
demand out there. So for the hobby as a whole, I'm happy it's out there. But for me
Mhm.
personally, it's going to take a
Don't you think?
lot. It's going to take a lot, man. I mean, it would literally take a. I was going to say a Thanos, but not still. I don't want.
I was going to ask you about it.
I don't want to get. I'm number one. I'm like Rashid. I'm not combing anybody's hair. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to get a towel and dabbing anybody's sweat off of them. Like I'm not doing that. I'm not going to check on it every single day like that. I'm just not doing that because when I think about the sweat, then I think about the dust that gets on it afterwards. And I think about how to clean it. And I'm not saying this bad on anybody. That's too much for me.
Yep.
And then to go to work and then
it's a commitment.
Have a family. I mean, that's a puppy.
I don't even brush my own fucking
hair. He said, and have a family on top of that.
I mean, I'm already paying, Todd child support. I can't be changing diapers and stuff too. So
I get it. How much was this piece? The piece was what, $2,800?
I was going to say mid twos to high twos. Yeah.
All right. So think about this. Think about this. If you guys have seen the Jungle Hunter Predator, even if you haven't seen my video, if you've kind of seen it around, that thing is amazing, right? Mm-hmm. It's a couple $100 shy from that.
And I'll tell you,
that's insane to me, man.
I'll tell you what I get told every time I bring that shit up, because I brought that exact shit up for different pieces.
Did you really?
I get told it's silicone, it's punched hair, it's glass eyes, it's not comparable. And fair enough. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with that, but that's what I get told when I bring that up.
Look, at the end of the day,
all I say is, hey, fair enough.
At the end of the day, it sells out.
Yeah.
Every single time it sells out. So there's obviously people who love it, and you know what? If you love it, buy what you love, and all the best.
I might one day buy a J&D piece that I really like, and then if I don't like it, I'll just probably sell it because it'll probably sell super quick, and I'll probably just sell it for retail.
Predator one day,
bro.
1/3 scale silicone Predator statue.
There we go.
There you go. Look at it. Look at it. All of a sudden, it'll be the fucking sponsored.
Now, okay. Hang on. If J&D did anything like a Predator 1/3 scale, well, what scale are these? Are they quarter or what or third? Like all their pieces, are they?
They're third, and they're DC 1/3 movie. So well, I should say all. They're obviously not all DC, but for the most part, they're DC 1/3. And all the size, as far as I know, is 1/3.
Okay. Yep. MCAS is saying 1/3. Okay. Thank you, MCAS. So if they did anything that I collected that was, I would say anything. If they did anything that I would collect, I would buy it just to see it in person and give them a chance and be like, okay, guys, this is my honest opinion. I would do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It just seems like a really steep price. Really steep.
Yeah. I always bug Mike and John.
For what you're getting. Is medical grade silicone really that much? Is it really that much? I don't know.
And let's be honest, on a lot of these statues, how much of the silicone are you seeing? A portrait, maybe some of the neck and the hands. On some you're seeing more. But look at Superman. You're seeing the portrait and the hands.
Hang on a second, because I wanted to show these pictures of this. I don't want to forget about my guy, Jason. And then we're going to get out of here.
Does Todd sell J&D?
Yes. He's got this one up for pre-order.
So maybe you'll see it when you go out to his gallery.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Look at this, guys. You thought I was a Predator fan. There's way Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, hang on. I got that on the wrong. How do I do this here?
That's crazy.
Fuck, you know whose collection I thought that was? I thought
Hold
it
on,
was
guys.
Jupiter's cock for a second.
No, it's not. It's not.
I was like, oh, geez, why are we showing this guy?
Cash,
No, it's not.
Cash would like this collection.
Why is it showing
That's
it
sick.
this way?
That looks sick.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is insane.
Yeah, that's obviously.
Jason, thank you for sending me these photos, brother. If you're in the chat, look at this.
Yeah, Jason, if you're here, beautiful collection.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Very cool.
Look at this.
That's bananas.
Mm.
That is seriously a Predator collection.
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah, I wanted to bring this up real quick.
Oh, yes.
Look at this. So Shane, I guess, left a post. Go ahead, Shane. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we had Ant. I was on a show with Ant back in November or something, October, November. And we were talking, guy's awesome. The guy who runs PCS, he is Anthony Adams. Absolutely fantastic guy, down to earth, a collector just like any of us. Awesome guy. And I talked to him about doing a 3 foot tall classic Voltron statue because the Sideshow one a little too modernized and honestly too small. Mm-hmm. And he said, yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea because PCS does all these. So I made this post a week or so ago, and I said, we need a 3 foot tall Voltron statue. And he said, I agree. So let's hope. I would love to I love Voltron. Mm-hmm. Well, I love Transformers, so it only makes sense. I love Voltron. Right?
He didn't even say I agree. He said agreed.
Yeah.
Like, is this a thing?
I'm legally holding you to that, Ant.
Just like Rashid spoke the Blade in existence, are you going to speak Voltron into existence?
I've been pushing Voltron for so long. I've been saying Voltron. I need
again, and I had a Voltron toy back in the day. I had a Voltron toy back in the day that was all metal. I mean, I don't know if you guys had it. It was like, it was probably it was close to this. It was all metal, and you could connect all the lions to it.
If I had those things and someone broke in my house, I could kill them with it. I could
grab that
black fucking cat and kill them with it if I hit them. Like that shit was a brick. It was great. That's when toys were toys.
Yeah.
But one thing I can tell you guys for sure that I am looking forward to is my man Trey with that Maestro.
I can't wait to see. Trey, you should really think about doing some statue reviews, unboxing reviews, and we'll throw it on the channel here. We could come in with you and fucking talk and just make a show of it.
I'll be happy to, man. Like I said, you'll see my setup too. I'll tell you my building my house. It'll be done in the spring. So, but I'll do reviews. You know, when they come in, I'll be happy.
That'd be awesome, man. And Adam, really quick, 2 questions for you. When can we expect a review for that alien? And since you're getting a bunch of aliens and predators in, can we expect some kind of verses or extrumbles like Mr. X does? Because I love those. Love those. You do it on the hyperdrive and Mr. X does it. I love those, like Prime 1 versus XM of the same type statue.
That's a good point. I got a Prime 1 statue. I didn't even put that up today. I should have put it up today. I have the Alien Warrior coming from Prime 1. I showed you guys a couple shows ago. I don't know if you guys remember. It's got the little wall behind it, not like the tall wall like Big Bad, but like that's going to be coming from Big Bad Toy Store. That's my first time ordering from Big Bad Toy Store. I read the reviews, man. They're not that great. I'm kind of, I hope everything turns out good. But anyway, I don't know if you guys ever ordered from Big Bad Toy Store, and I'm not trying to rag on them. Not trying to rag on them.
My Soundwave from Imaginarium Arts, my favorite statue in my collection. I got from Big Bad Toy Store.
My cousin, this is my cousin. We call him Tito, but Ed, he's saying that Voltron would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And then MCAS is saying Big Bad Toy Store is good. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I feel better about that. That is a good point, Shane. I will take you up on that offer. I don't want to take Mr. X's phrase, extrumble, but I will
We'll
do
come up with
something that's similar. I will do something similar.
Yeah.
And I'll compare. That would be a good comparison. But like I said, these statues are, I don't know if you could compare the two, but yeah, I mean, I guess you could compare anything. But yeah, it's just definitely a different style. So
I find it also helps collectors who are like, fuck, I really love Alien, but I'm not sure if I should get the Prime one or the XM, even though they're different. I only have room for one Alien. Which one should I get?
Yeah.
I find it really helps.
let me tell you, I really like that clear dome.
Yeah.
I really like, okay, for you guys that missed it, I'm going to show it one more time real quick. Oh my God, I'm going to break this shit.
Yeah. I'm drunk and you make me nervous.
It's all right. Don't worry.
Even Trey sweating under his hat. I can see it.
I'm J&D sweating.
I'm telling you now, if you drop that, I'm just leaving studio.
Fuck. Now I just want to, that is a strong magnet. Fuck it. Just rewind it. You guys will see it.
Go back to it's at the 34-minute mark.
Yeah, that dome right there, it's killer. It's killer. And I've been drinking a little. I've been drinking a little bit too. I don't want to fucking drop it because I'm gonna get pissed. But Delilah, hand me that other head real quick. I'll show you the other head.
My cast.
But hey, Fitty Chitty Alfredo, what's going on, buddy? Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Let's get through this real quick because we got to get off. I'm still waiting on my Joker buzz from
I gotta take a
Big
piss
Bad
pretty
Store. Waiting. Laugh out loud. Look at this. Hold that light up, Delilah, real quick. Look at this.
I think I'm still partial to the ribbed portrait.
Look at that.
Fuck, that looks good.
Yeah. It's really intricate and detailed.
I like the other one too. It's hard, but I think I like this one like a.
God, I want to show that other one. I got to show that other one.
And I'm partial to the other one.
Are you?
Why. Yeah, just
like
a hair. One A.
Exactly.
All right, I got it.
Like it's 51.49.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Fuck, that looks good. He's so vascular. like Peter North, just so vascular.
Shade is fucked up.
It's Lexington steel right there.
Now looking at it again, I love this one, but I think I like the rip one.
You like the rip one more?
Yeah, just a tad bit.
I know exactly who they are. Yes.
Bastard. You'll go blind, haven't you been told?
All right. All right. We got to get off here, guys. We've been cutting up a little bit too long, and Shane's got a show next. I'm going to be responsible for him since he's been drinking too much meat.
I have been drinking too much. Collectors Enabled coming up next in 8 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, guys, go check out Collectors Enabled. Shane's going to be on there. They start at 9 o'clock, so they'll be there in a couple minutes. I appreciate everybody coming on the show. Remember, we got our giveaway happening at 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you like.
Hit that like, guys.
If you hit that like, if you like what you saw today, hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it,
Even
guys.
if you don't, just hit it and fake it. That's fine. We're okay with that too.
No, I want them to hit it if they liked it. But I appreciate you guys coming out. Remember, I'm giving the 1/6 scale tweeter head Joker on Throne away at 1,000 subscribers. So I hope one of you guys win it. And yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining the live. It was fun chatting up with if you guys missed Todd, rewatch this. We had a good time. I think Todd was getting a little drunk too. That was awesome.
He always does. I love it.
Yeah. He's a real good dude. So
yeah, he's a boozy. I love it.
Yep. I appreciate you guys coming out to Collector's Table Live, and I will see you guys on the next one.